Philadelphia Eagles and the latest buzz, man. What dropped today in the Eagles world is going to keep a lot of people up at night. We got a rival player flapping his mouth on a live stream, straight up clowning our defense like there won't be any payback. And in the middle of all that, there's been some internal move going down that nobody's really talking about. But if you know the game, you know there's something big brewing behind the scenes. But hold up, because it don't stop there. A new report just came out from the outside, and it hit us hard. And I'm telling you now, a lot of folks here ain't gonna like what it says. And just when you thought the respect was already on the ropes, the NFL goes and drops a schedule that straight up feels like a slap in the face. But what hit at the end? That one's pure chaos. It's official now. They locked in a decision that flips our whole season upside down. And this fan base, oh, we're about to erupt. Stay locked in, because this one's a full-on meltdown. Real quick, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. For real. This is straight up fan talk, no scripts, no BS. If you vibe with that, help us hit that 1K mark. We're just getting started, but with the city behind us, we're going big. Appreciate everyone rocking with us already. Now let's get into it, because today's stuff, it's heavy.
Yo, check this out. Parsons and CD Lamb went on live talking smack about Quinyon Mitchell like the fanbase was gonna laugh with them. Yeah, they messed up. Big time. During America's stream, the two of them started joking about the nickname Quinyon Bay, like saying Mitchell locks up wideouts like it's some kind of detention island. And then Parsons dropped the classic. That Quinyon Bay dude ain't lost in against us, man. He's toast. And Lamb, bro, came back all full of himself. Stop the cap. Ain't nobody ever locked me up on no island. Alright then, let's talk facts. Only game against the Birds last season, Lamb was held to 21 yards on 6 catches. And when he lined up against Quinyon Mitchell, 1 catch, 5 yards. That's it. This what they callin' ain't never been locked up. Man, we saw it. The whole NFL saw it. The stats don't lie. They're out there. And if they think trash talk's gonna help them, that's on them. 'Cause guess what season kicks off at the link? September 4th. And who's coming to town? Dallas. Live. With Quinyon strapped up tight and this fanbase breathing fire. Stick around, 'cause next up, we talkin' that Super Bowl banner going up right in Jerry Jones' face. And as if that live stream drama wasn't enough, look who we're fassin' to kick off the season. Cowboys. At the link. Banner going up. Live. Yeah, bro. It's locked in. September 4th, Thursday Night Football. The whole damn league's watchin'. The Birds put a foot on Dallas' chest. Right out the gate. But the best part? They're gonna be forced to sit there and watch us raise the Super Bowl banner. In front of the crowd. In front of the cameras. Right in Jerry Jones' face. This city bleeds green. And, nah, we didn't forget about that 75-13 beatdown. We're just getting started. While they're out there trying to figure out how George Pickens fits in their offense, we already know who's running every inch of the field. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devonta Reddick, Dejan. The whole damn squad is locked in. And folks still talking like the favoritism's split. Vegas already got us as 7-point favorites. In the opener, 7. But let's be clear, we ain't just trying to win week 1. We're here to prove this reign ain't going nowhere. And to really back that up, next stop, straight into the fire. Arrowhead. And if week 1's already looking historic, brace yourself for what comes next. 'Cause week 2, we're going straight into the storm. Arrowhead Stadium. Kansas City Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch. Yeah, you heard that right. The NFL ain't even waiting. They threw this heavyweight showdown right at the start of the season. And here's the kicker. We get 10 days of rest after smacking the Cowboys. They don't. That's a Philly edge. Bro, straight up. KC still out here licking their wounds from February. Still trying to wrap their heads around that 40-22 beatdown. And now, they're fastened the same squad. With more rhythm, more prep time, and even more fire to prove that win wasn't no fluke. Mahomes coming in pissed? No doubt. Andy Reid gonna cook up some secret sauce? Most likely. But this is Philly, man. Soft don't survive in this city. The question ain't whether the Birds can handle the Chiefs. The question is, can KC survive another beatdown like that? 'Cause after this one, the season starts to take shape. And up next, we're heading west. Rams. And they're coming in looking for payback. And like Chiefs and Cowboys, wasn't already enough to get the blood boiling to start the year. Look who's waiting in Week 3. Los Angeles Rams. At the link. Looking for payback. They've been salty since the playoffs, no lie. And they're not even hiding it. Already circled this game on their calendar like it's a revenge mission. But let me remind you of something. This ain't revenge territory. This is Philly. We bring heat. We bring noise. We bring pain. RD don't play around. The NFL built this schedule like it's a freaking war movie. And now it's 3 straight weeks of the Birds having to prove if they're really built to defend that crown. But in the middle of all this, there's a weapon that could flip the script. Barkley, with space, with rhythm, with a mission to go off. If their defense ain't dialed in, it's gonna be another Sunday full of highlight reels and MVP chants raining down all over the link. But don't get too comfy, 'cause next stop, Tampa Bay. Week 4, a game that comes with history, with baggage, and a whole lot of unfinished business. And as if that brutal 3-week stretch wasn't enough, look what's next. Tampa Bay. On the road. Bro, this one's got trap game written all over it. Philly fans know the deal. Tampa's that squad that looks whatever on paper, but always finds a way to hurt us. And it ain't just superstition. They've beaten us 6 out of the last 7 times. 4 of those by double digits. So nah, we can't be strolling in there feeling ourselves. This is the kind of game that separates contenders from champions. You face your demons, and you bury 'em. And the vibes down there, straight nasty. Sticky heat, revenge-hungry crowd, and a media that lives to push that Eagles slow start narrative. But this squad, this ain't just any roster. If we're talking repeat, this is where they show they ain't scared of ghosts. 'Cause right after that comes the 5th straight test. Broncos, fresh blood, playoff fire, and looking to make a statement. And like this schedule hasn't already been punching us in the mouth. Week 5 brings another heavyweight swing. Denver Broncos. And not just any version. We're talking playoff squad with a shiny new rookie QB ready to make noise. Bo Nix. New name, fresh hype, and the media drilling over every pass he completes. And guess who he wants to make a name against? The Super Bowl champs, of course. But over here, nah man. We don't do rookie parades in Philly. The defense has gotta hit, gotta set the tone, gotta lock this kid up before he starts thinking he's the next Mahomes. And here's the thing, we're back at the link. After 2 straight road games, we're home. Morale hanging on by a thread. The crowd on edge and ready to explode. It's the perfect storm to shut it down, lay the hammer, and finish off this 5-game gauntlet with a statement. But don't think for a second it gets easier after that. Nah man, NFL only gave us 8 home games all season, and not one of them comes back to back. It's straight up mental warfare, bro. And if that opening stretch already felt like punishment, wait till you see what the NFL did with the rest of the schedule. The Eagles only got 8 home games all year, and not a single one of them comes back to back. Not one. That's straight garbage. Super Bowl champs should be getting respect, right? Yeah. Well, the league clearly slapped a target on Philly's back. Every time this squad starts building momentum at home, boom, road trip, different climate, routine gets wrecked, no time to settle in, no rhythm, no real rest windows. It's like they went outta their way to stack the odds. But this city, we're built for it. Soft don't survive in Philly. That's why every game at the link this season, it's gonna feel like a damn conference final, because there's 0 room for error. And as if the schedule wasn't already sabotaging us, the front office started falling apart too. people jumping ship, and the last one out the door took a whole lot of veteran leadership with him. And just when fans thought they only had to worry about what's happening on the field, now we got a full-on exodus going on behind the scenes too. Jordan Dizon, the Eagles' national scout, is gone. Just got announced as the new director of pro scouting for the Denver Broncos. Yeah, you heard that right. Dude's been here since 2022, helped build this Super Bowl roster, knows the blueprint inside and out, and now he's talking all that knowledge straight to an AFC rival. This ain't just another guy leaving. This one hits different. And let's be real, this ain't random either. He's the third big-time exec to walk this year. And guess what? All three landed with other teams. Teams that are given and more freedom, more cash, and way less shadow hanging over their heads. 'Cause here in Philly, as long as Howie Roseman runs the show, ain't nobody else moving up. That's not drama. That's the truth. But hold up. Dizon leaving was just the trigger. The front office drain is deeper than it looks, and it's starting to become a trend. This is serious, bro. Everybody's locked in on the brutal schedule, but no one's really looking at what's going down behind the curtain. And it's ugly. It ain't just Dizon that dipped. It was a full-on brain drain. Anthony Patch, been with the Eagles since 2016. Brandon Hunt, director of scouting, trusted voice in the room. And now, Dizon national scout. Dude mapped out talent coast to coast. All three? Gone. 2 to the Raiders. 1 to the Broncos. All within weeks of each other. This ain't coincidence. This is what it looks like when the ceiling turns into a wall. And no one wants to say the name, but let's keep it real. As long as Howie Roseman's running this thing with an iron grip, there's no room for anybody else to rise. These dudes looked ahead and saw what? No shot at promotion. No say in decisions. No real succession plan. And who wants to be a lifelong sidekick in somebody else's empire? Look, most fans don't care about front office names. But when the entire foundation starts walking out the door, it will show up on Sundays. Yeah, we're the reigning champs. But you start losing that brain power off the field, and soon enough, you're losing games from the press box, not just the sidelines. And like that ain't enough, the outside noise just dropped our stock cold. This ain't media hype. This ain't rival fan noise. This is Vegas talkin', where the money does the talking and the message. The Eagles ain't the favorites. We're sitting fourth in Super Bowl odds, 7.8%. You know who's ahead of us. Ravens, Bills, Niners, all that. After a season where the Eagles ran the table and lifted the damn trophy. Their reasoning? Oh, the schedule's too tough. Oh, they'll wear down. Oh, other teams loaded up. Spare me. That's just cover for the real story. They're doubting we can do it again. But this is Philly. We don't ask for respect. We take it. And when they strip it from us, we punch back. The roster's here. The pieces are here. The warning's been delivered. If the whole world wants to watch us fall, cool. But they better be ready for 18 weeks of war. And in the middle of all this pressure, 2 dudes decided to flip the script, launched a podcast, and brought the fans inside the locker room. Now it's time to hear it straight from the players. What's really going on behind the scenes? In the middle of all the pressure, the betting odds turning against us, and the front office falling apart, 2 dudes stepped up instead of hiding. Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship dropped the mic, literally, and launched their own podcast. Exciting mics. No PR scripted interviews. No cookie-cutter answers. This is real talk, straight from the defense, speaking to the people the way Philly speaks, raw and unfiltered. These 2 already showed out during the Super Bowl parade. Those speeches on the Art Museum steps? Legendary. Now they're bringing that same fire online, chopping it up every week, just blocks away from where it all went down. And yo, it hits different. In a time when most players hide behind polished socials, agents block every tough question, and pressers are full of empty cliches. These two went all in, put their names, their voices, and their heart out there, so fans could finally see what's really going on behind the curtain. And this ain't about clout. They know what this city's about. Philly don't just hold players accountable. We ride for the ones who wear that jersey for Real. And Cooper? He's riding high right now. Just got recognized for a moment that's already got a spot in team history. And what he did came with blood in his eyes and mud on his cleats. And if anybody still had doubts about Cooper DeJean's impact, it's official now. His name's already locked into history. The cleats he wore in Super Bowl 59, where he grabbed the first interception of his career and took it to the house for a pick six, all on his birthday. They're now in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Read that again. Birthday, Super Bowl debut, pick six, and now his cleats are in the museum. This ain't some token keepsake. This is elite recognition. A spotlight on a historic performance. A player who walked into the biggest stage and straight up changed the game. The Hall of Fame crew was looking for one piece that captured the Eagles' defensive dominance in that Super Bowl. No hesitation. Cooper was in the building when they reached out. He signed off on the spot. Now his name sits in Canton, repping this new wave of Philly defense. For the Philly faithful, it's that perfect mix of pride and warning shot. This kid ain't a maybe, he's the real deal, and he's here to own that territory. While the NFL keeps pushing Mahomes, Lamar, and the AFC hype machine, the Eagles' defense, still a damn wall. And now, it's got a new voice lead in the backfield. But while the love rolls in and the spotlight grows, there's one thing that's been itching at every diehard fan. How the hell does a Super Bowl champ lose 3 front office pieces back to back to back? While everyone's glued to what's happening on the field, the Eagles' front office has turned into a landing strip for other teams. This wasn't some one-off departure. This was a pattern, a full-blown exodus. First, it was Brandon Hunt, director of scouting. Then Anthony Patch, head of college scouting. And most recently, Jordan Dizon, national scout. 3 key positions. 3 guys who helped build this championship roster. All gone. And every single one. Straight to the competition. Raiders and Broncos. You know what ties all this together. No room to grow. Everybody in the building knows. As long as Howie Roseman sits at the top of the food chain, there's no ladder to climb. And if you're trying to build a real career in the league, you gotta go elsewhere to do it. Fans ain't clueless. We know moves like this echo down the line. Weaker scouting, fewer sharp eyes, slower reactions in free agency and the draft. Yeah, the roster's stacked right now. But what about next year? Or the one after that? Who's gonna spot the next Jalen Hurts? The next Cooper DeJean? The next draft day steal? Right now, that answer walked out the door, badge and all. And if this front office doesn't start rebuilding, the brain trust fast, we're gonna feel it where it hurts most. On the damn field. Aight, now it's on you, real fans only. Was CD Lamb really locked down by Quinyon Mitchell? Or is he right to flex and say, I ain't never been clamped? 3 front office minds bouncing out quietly. Is that normal behind-the-scenes turnover? Or is Howie's grip choking out the whole damn operation? And Vegas putting the Eagles behind the Ravens, Bills, and Niners, is that straight-up disrespect to the champs? Or do they know something we don't want to admit? Drop it in the comments now. 'Cause here in Philly, we don't duck the smoke. We run straight into it with green blood in our eyes. And if you want more content like this, raw, unfiltered, and straight from the fans, smash that subscribe, hit the bell, and pull up daily. This is Philly. This is the Bleachers Talkin'. And we ain't done yet.